For this next part, you're going to want your multi-view or multi-sketch paper, your 3-color highlighters, your blocks, ruler, I would suggest a pencil. And so what you want to do first is we're going to make a C shape out of your blocks. So it's kind of 2 at the top, 2 on the side or bottom, 3 on the side. So it kind of looks like this. And remember, you can pause this at any time. So once you've got it built, we're going to draw it from the top view. And so with the top view, we're going to try to color coordinate it when we start to draw the isometric. So we're going to call the top view is going to be, we're going to call it green. So from the top view, I can see that it's 2 blocks left and right. So if I'm just looking down on it, 2 blocks. So, and those are solid. So you can start wherever you want. And I'm just going to draw it over here. I'll zoom in a little bit. And it's 2 blocks. And you can use your ruler if you like. So I've got 2 blocks. Now if I'm going to draw it from the front, this is what I would see from the front. And we're going to call that yellow. So with the front view, the biggest thing you have to do is make sure wherever you did your line on the left side, you need to continue that. So it's going to continue down so that someone could look at these drawings and be able to draw them. So I've got it 3 and then 2 across, 2 across. So I'm going to draw my 1, 2, 3, and then we've got, so 3 down, and then we've got 2 across, and then we've also got 2 across on the top, 1 down. So we've got our C shape. And you can tell that these lines line up perfectly. And we've got to continue that as if we were going to flip it and look at it from the right side. So all I did is went top, front, right. And you can see with this middle one is kind of hidden. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our front and we've got to continue it over that same line that we started over here. And so it's 3 high, well, 1 block, but 3 high. So I'm going to draw my, and I'll zoom in a little bit. So it's a 1 by 3. Except with this, we know that this is a solid line right here, and this is a solid line, but these are hidden right here. So I'm going to do my dash. I know it's kind of hard to see, but that shows that it's hidden. Now here comes the little bit of a challenging one. We're going to draw it in a 3D view. So if I were looking at it kind of like this, the way I like to do it, oh, sorry, right is going to be pink as well. This will come into play a little bit later. The way I like to draw these, because some things that seem to help, is figuring out where a block is and starting with that block and then going off of it. Use the lines to help you. So if I'm going to start with this front block, all right, well, we got 1 block. So I've got my 1 block there. Actually, I think it might be easier to draw it going down. So this is my front face, and now I know it needs to go back 2. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and have it come around. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and it also needs to come down because we know that it is 3 wide. So this would be kind of my, I'm just sketching this, and we can always darken it in later. And you can use your ruler too. So here's 1, here's my 2 block, here's my 3 block. So kind of coming in, and this I know has got to be my front block. I've got to draw this one down here, but there's got to be a space in the middle. So, whoops. So this is this block right here, and you're probably going to need to use an eraser a couple times. So we've got our block, here. So I've got my main block right here, goes back 2, down 3, over 2, and this is where it comes into where those colors are. And it might end up being where you end up erasing and trying things a couple different times. So if I were looking from my top view, what I would see is these, I would just see this. So I'm gonna highlight that. Now if I were looking from my front, that's this, I would just see this side, down, and this side. Now if I were looking at from the front, my right side, sorry, the right side, I would see this one. I would also see this, but remember this is that hidden one, that middle one that I would see, this one right here.